The human being was made to question his reality. Here is provided a forum that evades and rejects the mainstream media, where ideas and topics of interest outside of the norm are free to flourish and grow in strangeness and with objectivity that is their right. Join us now for a discussion from somewhere between the real and the imagined, between outer and inner space, where things just odd enough to be the truth have a place to live, breathe, and make their home. Recorded live from the jagged edge of reality, this is JAG Radio.
Welcome back, everybody, from the outer world, or inner world.
Velkommen.
Velkommen? Nice, I like that. Hey guys, are we? Hey, sounds dead.
What?
Is it recording, dude?
Is it?
Oh,
is it
damn!
quiet in here?
Must be
just
like
me?
super,
Turn up the volume on your
super,
thing.
like yeah.
Really?
I'm used to static in my headphones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's awesome.
What?
All right.
I've
man.
never had static
Hey,
in my headphones.
I think that's a studio update. All right.
Dre might just like us.
Well, guys, welcome to the JAG Radio. Well, let me do a formal introduction.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do
The
this.
Yeah.
JAG Cast.
The JAG Cast.
.com.
Okay, so we have officially changed our name. So now we will be known as what, George? What was that?
The JAG Cast.
The JAG Cast.
I'm sorry, did you say the jackass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Artist formerly known as the jackass.
It's the JAG Cast. JAG.
Your mind's in the right place, but
I
no,
love it.
The JAG Cast.
I love it.
So yeah, just look us up on that. We're gonna be changing up the names on social media, and we're gonna have a new website soon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Where we're gonna post up all of our content, all our old episodes and whatnot, and
Coming 2019.
yeah.
Hell no.
But that's
dude.
a new adventure. So we're changing it up, dude. You know, all for you guys. We're trying to, be a better show along with the network. The network is growing and doing great things, and we're trying to do the same. So,
And if we're doing our part, everybody, you have to contribute to Dre's
Vision.
account.
yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Donations. The lines are open right now.
Yeah. So
The
Yeah.
lines are open.
the Super Audio Network, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
SuperAudioNetwork.com.
dudes. What's up, man? Let me open it up with my little surprise thing because
Open
I
it.
think
Okay.
I think it's just gonna be
Go ahead and
It's
put it
just
in the
gonna be
disc.
monumental.
Put it in the tray, my man.
monumental.
I'm ready.
Before you start, George, what he was talking about a surprise in the car that he wanted to share with us, and he said that we were going to be
Zip.
surprised. So I better be fucking
Oh
surprised,
damn!
George.
You
Excuse me.
close your eyes, bro.
Man.
Open your mouth.
Did he have to be
Here
so?
it comes.
Did I have to be so
whoa,
vulgar?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Sorry.
whoa, 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 whoa. All right. So, guys, check this.
Oh, it's
I was
terrible.
driving down in Bell, Texas, not too long ago.
Okay.
I was crossing a bridge, right? As I was driving, we recognize that we have a river, a concrete river, because we're very urbanized
Right.
here in our city.
Okay.
And it extends pretty well from throughout the city.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of suspension bridges that gape this gap,
Hey.
and they're pretty high.
Hey there.
Hey,
Gape the gap. Dre, you have anything to say about draping the gap? Bro? So
I
It's
gave
too
gaps.
easy. It's too easy.
I gave
it's
gaps.
like, let me just break out the
I
list.
bridge gaps to keep
Yeah.
spirits alive.
So as I'm driving, approaching the apex of this bridge around approximately 45 miles an hour, 46,
All right.
give or take a wind draft.
You're painting
Right.
a really good picture for me
Right,
right now.
right,
I love
right.
it.
I see this dude
So much
walking
detail.
across the bridge on the sidewalk.
Wait.
okay.
Wait.
On the
You know,
sidewalk.
on the
It's on the
si- there's
sidewalk?
a sidewalk that
Oh,
runs
okay.
parallel to the roads
Okay.
that are
Yeah.
crossing.
But
But that
parallel to
sidewalk
this-
can't be very big.
No, it's just standard sidewalk. Right.
Okay.
Standard sidewalk.
But apparently the sidewalk was just too narrow for this guy. So he very very deliberately straddled the railing on the edge of this bridge
Are you
and walked on the other side and got on the other side of this short little ledge.
Oh,
As I'm
no way.
as I'm
shit.
driving approaching the top of this bridge, right? I'm
Oh.
going like 45 miles an hour.
My God.
So I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Right? So I see this guy and I'm going really fast and I'm paying attention to the cars in front of me, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I look back in my rearview mirror, this guy's gone. He's not on the bridge no more.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
no.
up. Shut the fuck
yeah,
up.
man.
And at that point,
Shut the front
what
door.
did you do?
I was like, well, there's other people around there. They're all looking over the bridge.
Oh.
Down at the other.
No.
Yes, exactly.
That's wild.
No way.
That is wild. See? Did I let you down or what?
Nah, you didn't let me down at all. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so he took a long
You're
walk
not
off a
awesome for that guy.
I was not fucking expecting
Yeah.
that dude at all. Like,
Took a long walk off
Wow.
a short ledge.
my
So-
God.
So,
And
that
I
was-
mean,
Wow.
like, what is the probability of him actually falling and hitting water?
yeah, well, there was a little bit of water because we
Versus
had some rain. We had
Mad
some rain.
cement.
No, yeah. It was probably like 6 inches of water.
Painful fall.
You know what? I don't think you would feel a damn thing. You can't feel anything.
Well,
Wow.
how tall is this bridge?
This bridge is I mean, I was looking up statistics on this bridge, but there's no way. But it's at least 4 stories. Yeah, it's about 4 stories.
Yikes.
Generally, yeah.
Yikes.
See, that's scary, man, because, suicide is unfortunately,
It's a real thing, man.
Yeah, it happens all the time, and the thing is, like, I think what happens is a lot of people that know the people that commit suicide never expected it.
No kidding.
Some
Alright.
people they do, but
So I have a question.
yeah.
All right. What can anybody tell me what the definition of suicide is?
Killing yourself.
Is that essentially it?
Well,
right?
yeah, sua is
taking
yourself, and
taking
inside
your
is
own life,
death. Yeah.
Suicide.
taking your own life
Yeah.
intentionally.
Yeah.
All right. So what if this guy didn't mean to slip and fall off this bridge?
Well,
Is it
you know,
still suicide?
Then it would be an accident. Then it would be.
So it's no longer suicide.
It's no longer suicide because
So-
he didn't
It's just
intentionally do
pure
it.
stupidity.
Right,
Yeah,
but-
it's
but-
just pure
but good
stupidity.
I guess
thing
that's
he-
what I'm asking about
yeah.
the definition of the word suicide. Does it actually say in there intentionally take your own life?
I believe
that's-
so. Yeah.
yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
All right,
the
all right.
etymology
All right,
of the
cool.
word.
But
is
yeah,
what
yeah.
makes it
If
down.
he didn't mean to, then it was an accident.
It's
It was
like,
a freak accident. you
Yeah,
know?
but he
That's pretty fucked up.
intentionally
Yeah.
That's pretty
he
fucked
did
up.
that deliberately walk on the other end. I mean, he like straddled this thing.
He did skip over.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to some degree, he did want to test
Oh,
fate.
no.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
He wanted to test that.
Oh, it was complete.
sure.
I'm like,
Dude.
what is that? Why is this guy doing this so quickly? What is it? What the hell?
And
is he
now
doing?
he's going to haunt that bridge forever.
Well, oddly enough, that's. I think if it was that same bridge or maybe couple weeks prior, I was going to cross that bridge. It was in some part of the bridge that was crossing that same river,
Okay.
and it was all closed off. It was all cops, parked their squad cars, at the opening
In the middle of the lane.
Yeah.
Assholes.
So I'm assuming this is probably a common thing, man. You know.
That's
You
interesting,
never know,
dude.
man.
So-
I mean, there are a few bridges out there in the U.S. where people frequent to go and
You
end
know,
their lives, man. It's
Well, like in New York too, right? Like if you travel, like they go all the way out to like the middle of this bridge and they just throw themselves out in the middle of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Like or whatever the river was, it Hudson River,
See,
whatever
but-
that
Yeah,
is?
Hudson.
but the thing is, like, if you're falling from that high, it doesn't even feel like water when you hit it. It's like
Oh, no,
hitting concrete.
Right.
Like,
Especially if you like, fall flat on your stomach.
oh,
Belly
ultimate
flop.
belly flop.
But that really puts life in perspective, man.
It does.
It had me thinking quite a while, and I was thinking, shit. I was like, what? Obviously, you have to have a very finite, defined action, right? Like this is my fucking plan. This is it. This is. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no like halfway
what I'm
doing this
doing.
thing, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And even if you fuck up and you slip, like say you intentionally get out to the edge and you're hanging over and stupidity. I mean, it's a good thing you probably just severed your severed your gene right there because stupidity is pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
So, but nonetheless, so I was like that had me thinking all day long, man, and all the last few days, and so I was thinking, shit, what is the meaning of life, man? Because if you think about it, because on this show, we've talked about many times about near-death experiences and stuff, and people, there is some sort of consciousness on the other end, right?
Yeah.
So what if these people have a clear understanding of that, and they're like, "Fuck it,
Why delay it?
Fuck it.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
pull
Yeah.
the," you know what I mean?
I mean, that's a good perspective to take. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if paradise is awaiting you,
Right.
so-called paradise, and you do continue on, then I mean, what's the point of having
So
this life?
what is,
But I
if
get
that if that by
But-
definition,
If that's your deep belief, though, right? Like
Yeah,
you
that's-
have to
yeah.
really fall. Like you'd have to just be all about that.
Yeah, that has to be
ready to
cemented
turn the
in your
page.
head,
Like you
like,
have to be ready
this-
to turn that page.
like I'm super ready for
Right.
what's
Yeah.
coming next.
and
I
welcome
know.
it.
now
Yeah.
think along those terms. If that's the definition, and it seems to be, at least from my perspective, it seems to be that's the real deal, right?
Yeah.
Like there's something going on. And so think about, if you think along those terms, then you do have an escape route, right?
Right.
Therefore, no matter what the fuck happens in this lifetime, it's all right to be hanging out here, right? Doesn't that kind of like almost make it okay to like? Doesn't that kind of weaken the I don't want to say responsibility, but the severity of this life? Doesn't it? If you have an exit plan.
Well, I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because everybody always fears what's next, right? And that's the biggest fear of death is the unknown, not knowing. And some people have convinced themselves that they absolutely know what is in the next chapter,
right?
What is after this, this whatever it is, this existence
Meat
right
puppet.
now, the way we know it, right?
Yeah.
And so they were prepared for that next step. Take me away, to the next place.
Reset.
Absolutely. And you get a new lease on life because maybe the choices that you made this time around are really shitty.
Yeah.
That's
maybe you don't like yourself, and you don't want to be there anymore.
But see, the thing is, like, if you take a religious view of, okay, if I kill myself, then I have this waiting for me. But wait a minute, according to the Bible, no. If you commit suicide, you're going to the bad place.
right. I mean, according to that, but
of course.
But here's something really, really interesting. I mean, like, big rock stars. What was the most recent one? What's his name from Soundgarden? What's his face? Cornell.
Oh, yeah.
Cornell took his life, but he took his life in a really fucked up manner. Like, I mean, if you're taking a dive off of a high precipice, it's instant, right? But this dude, I think he hung himself, right, from like some sort of belt or something. If that's from a doorknob or something, or something of that nature.
Are you sure he wasn't masturbating and just
I've heard of that shit too.
Asphyxiating?
I've heard of that shit too. Man.
I know a couple of people out there that've got a couple
heard
of
of
belts. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, whoa, that's a little too long. Too long.
I love it when I can't speak.
But but that's different, man. And we've obviously had a lot of ghost videos. The majority, they've been kind of like debunked or whatever. But
string theory.
Yeah, right. The fishing string theory.
The G-string theory.
Oh, damn.
That's a whole nother episode, though.
Damn.
We'll get into that.
Yeah,
Let's go into the G-string theory.
Oh, yeah.
In the later.
But for sure, it's like you do have a plan, right? That you're not turning back. So that's like the ultimate reset. And I'm thinking, dude, when you're going through a lot of pain, biologically our bodies do shit on their own, right?
Okay.
We don't have to think about fucking breathing. We don't have to think about heartbeat.
Right.
We don't have to like.
Have you ever thought about breathing though? Like really? Like ever thought about it?
Isn't
You're
that
sitting there,
you're like,
wait, am I breathing? Wait, am I doing it right? Wait, how many seconds am I supposed to breathe in and how am I supposed to breathe out?
oh boy.
Only when I'm doing like certain like exercises, just thinking about how long I'm taking the breath.
when you're
in,
doing
out.
in, playing the skin,
out.
the skin
Or sex?
Right.
I'm gonna go get a sandwich. Fuck this.
During sex? Whoa.
Whoa. But
Sorry, man.
But why wouldn't your biology have a reset button too? Why wouldn't it if it does everything else on its own? Like, say something is so fucking harsh, right?
Yeah.
Because it does shit on its own, obviously, like heals you from cuts, wounds, whatever the fuck it
there
is.
is a regeneration factor.
Yeah, you go into shock when something's super traumatic, but it saves your psyche, right?
Yeah.
Or it helps your body recover. You go into coma when there's something severe that happens to you to recover.
Right.
So it's like, why wouldn't suicide then be a biological reset button when something's super hard?
Huh.
Because
Life
the
is too
damage
hard.
is so severe that there's always a limit to this
Right.
reset. There's always
Right.
to our bodies, obviously.
Right.
And so there's just so much damage done that it just can't recover anymore.
what the fuck is going on in that person's mind? Maybe it's because maybe no one can understand it theoretically, because obviously you don't ask the person that just fucking killed themselves, right?
Right.
You
But
can't,
maybe,
right?
Well, I guess.
Well, can you?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Oh.
another
Oh.
segment to this story. Well, I was talking about.
Everybody wants a sandwich.
I might want a dead sandwich or do.
I love that.
But you know what? I have read that from people that have attempted suicide and failed, that especially like jumping off of a bridge or a building or whatever, that they say that, well, they asked them like, what was your immediate thought right after you took the leap? And they're like, instant regret. Like most people would be like, instant regret. instantly.
No shit. It's like,
Yeah, because I mean, it's a fucking scary thought. You're falling, and you don't know how painful.
And that's the one thing that I mean. I don't know about you guys.
That's
but
interesting.
I don't know about you guys, but self-preservation is a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Like inherently, I mean, for me, it's like I can't even get close to the edge of a bridge. You know, that's
I'm scared of heights, dude.
Well, I can honestly say, so this is a little something interesting. I kind of pissed somebody off when I did it, so I'd love to tell you guys about it.
Yes,
you
please.
pissed on them? That would piss all kinds of people
certainly pissed on them. They were not happy about it in any
Dre
way,
was
shape,
not happy
or
at all.
Because it got in his beard, and it smelled for a week, because I had drank a lot of coffee.
Oh,
No, seriously. We're talking about heights, though. I've always been the type of person that is afraid of heights.
Right.
Like, I can't be in a building and walk, because certain buildings don't have, windows, floor to ceiling, right?
Right.
And so walking up to one of those is kind of creepy, and I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and stay like
even though you know it's
away
a super
from the
weird.
window.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stay over here on this side, right? And if we're talking about being outside, forget about it. I'm not going anywhere near that edge. No way, no how. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
right?
isn't that
I'm not
crazy?
gonna go there, right? But trip out. So I went to Zion National Park out in Utah. It's the first time I'd ever been there, and it's this place that it's a hike that we did was called Angel's Landing, right?
Named after you, dude.
Made for
I
you.
had to do it. I could not do it. There's no way that I could not do Angel's Landing. I had to do it.
This guy did such a great job.
It's like if there was a hike for me called Jason's Ass Cracked, I would have to fucking do it.
Perfect, and you would do it, right? Exactly.
You would walk
Who
that
wouldn't
mountain,
want to
bro.
conquer that
Walking
mountain?
crack so many times.
I'm just saying, bro.
Take a big whiff.
You'd walk the hell out of there.
It's a mud bath at the end. But anyway, so I go up this thing, right? And it's like something like a 5,000 foot elevation, right? So it's a steep freaking climb, right?
Right.
But I mean, basically, when you climb up to the peak of this thing, there's only one thing to do while you're up there. One is take pictures.
Right.
Because you fucking made it.
Yeah.
Right? Hashtag I made it. Right? Hashtag Angel's Landing. I did it. Right? The other thing that you have to do is fucking come back. You got to make your way back down. Right? And so going up at some point was pretty scary because, they have chains and they have like all these things drilled in.
Hold on to it
and you fucking have to like shimmy sideways while you're climbing up those things, dude. And me being, like a little timid about this kind of thing. I'm with like a group of other people with like my girlfriend and like her family. And like this is the first time like I've gone on vacation with these people, and I'm like, fuck, I could be a bitch right now. Like I need to do this right now. So I sacked up, bro, and I went to the top of that mountain. And it was fucking fabulous.
Hell yeah!
But the way down. Oh man, having to stare down the entire way that you're working down. You're like,
the first thing they tell you, like when you're super high, don't look down.
And that's like the only thing you can do on the entire way down. And I mean, and there's only like it wasn't like okay, there was a path going up and then a path going down. They're one and the same. So you would literally have to wait in some sections,
a narrow space,
and let some people come up, and then
that,
let yourself walk down. So then there's also a lot of people looking at you go fucking climb down, and they're like waiting for you. So you're like, shit, right? You're shit in your pants. I finally, at one point, I don't know what came over me. I don't know what it was, what inspired me. I don't know what moved me to do what I did. But a lot of the rocks that were there were pretty flat.
Okay.
And so the chains where they're hanging, you can, come down steps at a time while holding onto those chains.
Yeah.
Or you can take a leap, and it's maybe like a 3-foot drop from one plateau to the next. It's really nothing crazy.
Right.
But if you lose your step,
there's
nowhere to go. And these rocks are pretty big, bro. They're not small. There's some pretty large rocks.
Yeah.
So I don't know what came over me, but I decided to be just like Mario, and I just started jumping.
So in other words, fear of death was overridden by your frustration of
not being able
wasting
to get down.
time.
I mean, it drove me mad.
Like you just wanted to get down.
I wanted to get to the bottom because I was tired of staring at the floor from way up top, and I needed to get closer to my goal.
Right.
And I got frustrated, so I started. I was leaping these rocks, dude.
Yeah.
People were looking at me like I'm fucking crazy, but I was doing it. I'm like, yep.
Wait, so you were the only one that was?
I'm the only motherfucker that was jumping these things.
Dude.
But that's the thing is when I actually looked at it again. I mean, we're talking about like 3-foot jumps. It's not that far.
Yeah.
It really is not that much of a drop. Dre, you used to rollerblade. How big is 3 feet really, bro?
That's forever, bro.
This table right here ain't even 3 feet tall, right?
Nah.
And a drop on your blades, you can do no problem. On your feet, can you do that?
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. I'm kind of old. My insurance will cover that.
All right, full disclosure. This was like 5 or 6 years ago.
Dre has to do his rollerblades plus his fucking walker. It's just there's not enough room for 3 feet.
Plus I'm high.
Take your
I feel like Dre would have a hang glider just waiting.
Yeah. I'm expecting
coast.
I'd be like, go gadget, and then like something would pop out. Something would pop out.
Yeah.
Go gadget, rollerblades, and I take off.
So anyway, that's me on heights. Sorry, guys.
But so you came over something. You came over like a fear of death just because you were so frustrated.
Super frustrated.
Yeah, you're just like, fuck this shit. All right.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes fear is illogical, man. So you probably just said, fucking, this is stupidity.
Yeah.
Like,
and
fear's so stupid.
I couldn't tell you what I was thinking at the moment. I just know that I leapt.
Yeah.
And when I landed, I was like, oh, that was easy.
Well, actually, you know what it was, dude? It was Sunday, 7 o'clock. You know you had a podcast.
Oh, that's what it was.
It
was. And I needed to get here.
That was a motivation. So what? What's the other thingamajigger that we're gonna talk about
Let
today?
me ask you guys a question. What do you guys think
Sure.
about
Anytime, bro.
prophecies?
Oh,
What do you guys think about prophecies?
okay.
You believe in prophecies? You believe in the prophets from the past?
Absolutely. Having to know something with what's going to happen in the future and being able to tell us how it's going to shape and how it's going to fill out. Absolutely.
Isn't Casey? Don't they call him they call him the sleeping prophet? Not the sleazy prophet. That's somebody else entirely, bro.
Yeah, prophet. Always predicting. That's
Always predicting the regular thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know you're talking about. I know you're gonna talk about me.
Guys.
I already know, asshole.
All right.
But
online handle.
what about you, George? Do you believe in that?
Dude, you come on.
I'm asking.
You know what? Yeah. Actually, talking about prophets. Back in the olden, talking about anal sex too. Back in Greece.
Okay.
Anal sex in Greece.
Anal sex.
Excellent.
Isn't that what they called it? The Greek. Isn't the Greek called?
I like it.
Hey, yeah, I know. See, Dre knows. Greek is anal sex, bro. Just to let you know.
Interesting.
Or some shit like that.
I did not know that.
No, long story short, over there, the Parthenons, right?
Take your time,
the temples.
Take your time.
The temples, right? The temples are built on cracks that were seeping. Oh my God, what's that freaking laughing gas shit? Like this gas that was kind of like it was hallucinogenic gas or something. It was
really
natural fucking. There was natural crevices in the earth, right? And these Parthenons are built on this, so when they would go inside, they'd go into these trances, and they were like, those are the prophets a lot of times from back in Greek times.
Yeah,
they would do their shit in the not literally, but they'd do their thing inside the Parthenons from inhaling this ether thing.
So that's how they were able to tell us about the future.
They were
shit like that.
Up on Earth.
Super fucked up.
It like.
Oh man. This is exactly why I want to go to Joshua Tree.
And now we call it 420 here.
That's
okay.
good.
Well, the reason I ask you guys is because
prophecy.
I was looking up prophecies because it's an interesting subject matter to be able to know what is going to happen in general is fucking amazing. If you're able to tell that to somebody and then it actually comes true. Dude, you have something going on in your head that nobody else can relate to.
All right.
And so I looked up prophets, and I found this one prophet. Her name is Baba Vanga. And if you can see on the screen, that's her right there.
Sexy. Oh,
she looks hot.
She's so sexy, right?
She's Photoshopped, dude.
Oh, man.
No, not a real picture.
Well, the one next to her is she was a real person.
She's dead, right?
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, now.
She passed away in 1996.
All right.
Oh, okay. All
At
right.
the age of like 85.
Isn't that weird? I can tell that from the picture.
Yeah.
You can tell when she died?
So fucking HD, right?
No, actually, by the way, that's a pretty good pick there, Mr. Dre. Good definition. But
yeah, so as you can tell, she's blind. She was blind.
She's blind.
Yeah. So she was in like a windstorm.
She looks like a character for the Vikings.
But yeah, so she lost her eyesight, and I don't know what it is about losing one sense,
right?
Because it tends to heighten other senses, so after she became blind, she started telling people, her prophecies. She was able to do so, and she predicted a few things. She predicted, what was it? The Boxing Day tsunami in 2004. She predicted that the 44th president was going to be African American, which was Barack Obama.
Hey.
She predicted the rise of ISIS. She predicted 9/11, and this was before she died in 1996.
Right.
So there's a few things that she predicted for this year in 2018.
Okay.
So
now it's getting interesting.
So what do you guys think about China? What do you guys think about China and its economy? It's great, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she predicted that China was going to become the next superpower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
In this year, starting this year. So
Starting this year?
No, they're already kind of a
It's in the works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're already
there.
kinda- So they bumped up to like 15% of the world's economy, and the U.S. is at like 16. So this year, supposedly they're going to surpass the U.S.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
They're
Thanks
actually
to Donald, for sure. We're gonna turn that over big time.
Yeah.
They're,
Bye, Harley.
They're
Thanks for being with us.
they're buying up the gold deposits of the world. So,
Okay.
So what they want to do is they want to start trading gold back money, right?
They'll never get Fort Knox.
There's nothing in for now.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's all a lie.
But interesting. Go ahead.
No, okay. So the next thing that she predicted was that Donald Trump was not gonna finish his term as president of the United States. That's a big shocker.
Are we predicting a death right now?
You know what? That's
I'm kinda
one of the
digging that right
possibilities
now.
that she said that
Fascinating.
the 45th president was gonna be assassinated.
He's just gonna be impeached and turn it over to Mike Pence.
You think
which
so?
was the original plan to begin with.
Man, and he's even worse than fucking Donald.
Oh my God.
Yes, he
Jesus
is.
Christ. Okay,
my gosh.
another thing was that there was going to be a naval war between China and Japan.
Dude, everybody's belly button is going to war. No, no.
Fucking
Yeah. sorry.
What happened is China is telling Japan, you know what? We're going to use your waters to transport ships and whatnot. You need to respond to me. If you don't respond to me, there are going to be consequences.
Oh,
and so
wow.
that's what's going on right now.
Okay.
So there's a little tension between Japan and China. So potentially it's going to happen. That's what she said back in 1996.
That shit won't happen, dude.
You don't think so?
No, hell no.
What do you think?
You don't think that the two will ever join forces? Is that what we're talking about right now?
No. Fight each other.
They're going to fight each other.
Oh,
naval
dude,
war.
what do you think?
Nah.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. I think that's too close to home, and they have too much to lose on either side.
Well, the thing is, right now, China, as far as military goes, they beefed up. They have
Absolutely.
They're a big country, dude.
They're spending millions
absolutely.
upon millions of dollars.
Only millions?
And
Only?
what happens is like
I'm pretty sure they're spending billions.
it's pretty much going to be China as the offensive and Japan on the defensive. It's going to be no fucking match, of
Dude,
course.
it's
But
not
you can't
I
stomp
don't-
somebody out like that just outright. Like you can't just go attack that one.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Everybody's-
There's so many allies and
Yeah.
so many. There's just so many.
that's true. A lot of
Subgroups
things.
and everybody's got each other's back to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think that it's going to be a 1v1 like that. And it's gonna if someone drew first blood, could it cause a ripple effect and have other people jump in? Right? Exactly. See, Dre's already dropping bombs on us right now, bro. Did you hear that shit?
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. we should get a tape of that and slow it down to see what you really said. Actually, thinking about that, the only beef I would see China ever getting into is maybe them and North Korea.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, they already put an embargo out on them, right?
Oh, that's been super
right?
deep, for a
Yeah.
long time. Because obviously North has some nukes, man, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're kind of wild with that shit.
Well,
So I would see that's
he's
the only
kind of
country-
wild with that shit,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah,
The
he's just a
boy.
little fucking nuts.
The
That's what it
boy.
is.
Damn, a little
I
nuts.
just think he's just young. I think he's just young.
Inexperienced.
No,
his
yeah, of course.
He doesn't have any experience.
dumbass little heart.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't know any better, and
Do
he's
you
got
think
all these people.
Margaritas are gay?
That was probably one of the funniest movies I've
That's a
seen.
pretty
in a
good
long time.
movie. That's a pretty good
Yeah,
movie.
that's
I
good.
enjoyed
That's
that.
good.
Okay,
All right, sorry. Back to the
so-
point.
As far as that goes, so she predicted that there was going to
Okay.
be a war between Japan and China.
Yeah.
She also predicted, let me ask you guys, how long has it been since we've had a major earthquake here in the
92
the West Coast?
Northridge.
94?
Was it 93? No.
94, right?
Somebody fact check that.
Coast?
Yeah.
Do we have somebody in house that can fact check that?
in
Nah,
America.
we don't have that, do we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someday we'll get it.
Yeah.
So what she said was that there's
Hey, Google.
Hey, Google.
that
I'm
there was
find
going
out
to
right
be
now. Fuck that.
this year a major earthquake that's going to affect Oregon. It's going to split from the U.S., destroy millions of lives, and that this was going to be a magnitude earthquake of between 9.0 and 11.0. 11.0 has never been recorded in humans history. So that's another thing. Do you guys think that's going to happen?
No, I don't think so, man.
No?
When do you
For the
draw
record, it was
when-
1994.
Oh, was it 84?
That's 94.
That's what I said.
94.
What was the date?
Son of a bitch. Oh, actually, here's a fun fact that I didn't realize. It's January 17th, 1994.
So what
That
does
is
that mean?
one day after my birthday.
And that's my dad's birthday.
Nice.
Oh, sure.
Nice.
And it's
Very nice.
Also the date
Which
of the
is,
earthquake.
is that,
Michelle Obama's birthday.
there it is.
Damn.
Michelle Obama's birthday. She was born on this day in
Wow.
1994.
Interesting.
Fun fact, if you guys didn't know out there.
But where do you draw the line? Where you're like, okay, you give this person validity, and no. So they're just like, it's interesting. It's fun to throw this stuff around,
Yeah,
right? And it's
yeah.
fun to say, hey, there's going to be a world war between somewhere in the Middle East with another.
Yeah, it all depends on the range that you provide.
so-
it all
Yeah.
depends on the range that you provide. So, because
So-
I look at sports analysts, right? Sports
right.
analysts make a killing. They make a career on making predictions.
What?
Okay.
Now, if every sports analyst were to make the same prediction, that means they're all really good at their job, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But every sports analyst has a different prediction to offer, and on occasion, every dog has its day.
Yeah.
And this guy's hot. I told you this was gonna happen. I knew this was what it's gonna be. And everybody's taking a fucking shot in the dark. Let's be honest, right?
I mean,
So who knows, right? To his point, who knows if she was just kind of old, dying, and blabbing,
You know who's really, really, really
Probably.
good?
or how
She
much
had
do we
like
know
a
she
lot of
was
shot
really
in the
in
dark.
touch?
Yeah.
A lot of
Who's
that came
really
to me.
good is the one that writes for The Simpsons. They predicted Trump. as president.
That's good.
That was a good one.
I believe that Matt Groening is a time traveler.
But
for
you know,
sure.
where do you draw the line, man? So it's
Yeah.
fascinating. There's a lot of stuff there. That dude Casey, earlier in the show, what was his name? Edgar Casey.
Okay.
That guy was known as the Sleeping Prophet, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
prophets. And that dude had accurate shit.
No
And
shit.
he had
Detailed.
super. They have his shit like logged in one of the top universities right now because
Really?
his shit was super accurate.
What did he predict?
Damn, he predicted his main thing was healing. People would write on back in the olden days.
Uh-huh.
Actually there was snail mail back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people would write in.
Snail trail.
Yeah.
Snail trail.
And that's how you do it.
That's how I do, man. So people would write in, say, "Hey, my name is Joe Blow, whatever. I live in this address. This
Yeah.
is my birth date. I have these symptoms. Blah 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 blah. What do I got?
Yeah.
Right?" And he would be like, he would go into a sleeping trance, and he was a very meager individual. He was everybody wanted to give him money, but he didn't. He just wanted just do it for
For the sake of doing
the sake
so.
of doing
Yeah.
For doing a good
so
thing.
he's a very
For doing
poor
a good
guy,
deed.
but he just did that. So he would heal. He would recite what these people had, these diseases that these people had,
Uh-huh.
and the course of action to recover. And these are fucking thousands upon thousands of accurate medical descriptions. But he would do it all from his sleeping pattern, right? From his thing.
Really?
Yeah. So he
What?
yeah, this is super. This guy is like phenomenal, man. This guy, he's people would ask him, like wealthy people would ask him where the oil deposits were in the earth, and
Okay.
boom,
And
right
he
on.
fucking knew.
He knew where they were.
Damn.
So this guy, his claim to fame, I guess, was he read what they call I don't know if you guys ever heard of this term. It's called the Akashic Records of the Earth. Right?
Okay.
Akashic,
Right?
okay.
Akashic Record of the Earth. So apparently every planet has now I'm going to the UFO shit. What up? All right, so that's professional.
Oh, sorry. No. Can't do that one. Sorry about that.
Oh, put that away, Dre. You're scaring me. Yeah. So the thing is, every Earth has a deposit of records, and according to all the UFO buds I got,
All right.
they say that the Earth is actually one of the central points in the the galaxy.
Okay.
I know, isn't that fun?
Really?
It's one of the central locations where records are stored for the galaxy or some shit like that.
What the
I know, isn't that awesome? Like, what? Oh, DeAndre. Just like clockwork. Just like clockwork.
So it's
So
an
this guy-
undisclosed location somewhere, like all these records. Like,
Right.
oh shit!
Just say it. Area 51. That's where they're at.
So this guy would say he would go into this trance and he would go there, wherever this there is.
Where the records are, on the dark side of the moon.
No, on the earth, bro. On the earth.
I'm just
But,
kidding.
he would pull all the all these records, and he would. I guess there's records for all the human beings, what they have or don't have, or how to get healed. You know, all this shit, where the oil deposits are, all this shit. It's like this central location, but this guy had thousands upon thousands of accurate, records of finding people that have been missing. I mean, just this crazy shit, and so yeah, yeah, nice.
That's excellent.
But,
I want that soundbite every time.
Every time.
Every time.
But interesting. So prophecies, prophets and stuff. Yeah, I mean, why not, dude? You know, like Nostradamus, right? Wasn't he like a super well-known guy?
That actually they call her the Nostradamus of the Balkans. That's what she's known as.
Oh, okay.
really?
Because of her predictions before.
So she must have had a lot of other predictions.
The ones that I
were
explained before. Like she predicted that the 44th president was going to be black, the rise of ISIS, 9/11, that tsunami in 2004, and among other things that she's been accurate on. And so, she also predicted that this year, robot wars. So pretty much she's saying that that there's
AI.
No, not AI, actual fighting robots.
Oh, they do that shit already, man.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's a show, right? And so, like, the bots that they put to battle each other out are like little toys.
No.
But you're talking about
military
drones,
grade
dude.
Right.
robots.
Dude,
Yeah.
drones.
And the Pentagon is spending millions of dollars right now.
Yeah,
Are you talking about like mech suits? Like, is that what we're talking about right now? Or like you can sit in these
No,
bad boys?
like Terminator shit. Like
Yeah,
Terminator robots
in,
Oh, for sure.
fighting
Okay.
each other.
Drones.
in fucking Europe. Is it Europe or Middle East? They already have these fucking things. Actually, I think it was
Pretty
in
sure that
Europe.
was RoboCop, guys.
Yeah, and they're talking about how you can't let that shit loose, man. It's gonna like maul down people.
Well,
by
that's the
accident.
thing, though, is that if you were to go ahead and have something autonomous like that make decisions, right? Here's what's interesting about it.
Oh,
You have to teach this thing what to engage, correct? So, like, you would have to tell it, what an infidel, for lack of a better term, would be.
Yeah.
Now, what constitutes an infidel or a dangerous person? What defines a dangerous person? Is it how they look? Is it how they sound? Is it things they've said?
who knows what the
There
Is
would
it
have to
posture?
There would have to be hours and hours of coding, inputting people's information on your side, and then anybody. Well, then that would.
Dude, it's impossible.
I'm just saying they're gonna. I'm just exactly.
The
And
only-
so that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if we were to go ahead and put that kind of trust, because right now, like things like drones, right? Okay, we control that.
Yeah.
Right. No danger to us whatsoever. We just drive this thing over and just lay it all out, wham, 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 and have a good time, right? Like, ha ha ha, right? Like we figured something out really cool about ourselves. Wow. Ha ha ha, right? Anyway, but if you were to go ahead and unleash these bad boys just out on people, and they're just going to go ahead and search people and try to, like, determine whether you're a threat or not, like, that's pretty wild, my man.
That
Like,
is
how do you determine,
And that's the thing.
a good person from a bad person on site? Like, officers can't even do that right now.
You need like a super
No,
genius
they
to.
don't want to.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
honestly, it's
true,
it's kind
man.
of crazy, but yeah, it's a little far fetched right there. Being able to do that is years and years ahead of our fucking time. I don't think it's gonna happen.
All
That's
right.
the only prediction that I thought was kind of like, what? Oh, well, actually, there's another one. So the last one that I saw was that we were gonna have a new energy source. We're gonna find a new energy source on Venus, and that's gonna help us out. I haven't heard anything of NASA launching anything or Elon Musk.
That's pretty specific.
Yeah. She
That
said
she like
Venus.
chose Venus.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's kind of like, a way of saying that, women are going to be a
They
new
are-
star. You get what I'm saying?
No,
You see what I'm
they're-
saying? You can easily twist that in any way that you want and be like, oh, so she totally meant it. She was talking about
they're
women.
totally an energy source.
Exactly. They're going to be a renewable energy source.
But that's the thing is like, I mean, there is I think there's a satellite that's recording data that will use Venus's gravitational pull to be able to orbit around the sun, but nothing about exploration of Venus specifically.
That's what they tell us, man. They already know all that
well,
shit.
yeah, then that's the thing.
Dude,
It's like,
do you really honestly believe that no one's already inhabited fucking Mars and all the other fucking stuff?
No, it's all
That's
there,
bullshit,
man. It's
dude.
all there. The fact that they keep telling us that we're not able to fly back to the moon, that we can't make that voyage.
Come on, man,
it's
right?
like, come on, dude, that's like the shortest trip we can make. Like,
Right.
it has to be the quickest trip we could make, and you're telling me that we can't do that?
Right.
Get out of here!
get the fuck
Get
outta
the fuck out of here!
Yeah, all right.
Come on.
Now they're leaving. Dre said it.
So she
Interesting.
she made a lot of predictions for this year, and I guess if you're not a prophet, you just have to wait and see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
But she was a pretty interesting lady.
Yeah.
She not a lot, but I guess a bunch of stuff that she did predict, it came true.
Cool.
ISIS came up, 9/11 happened, black president.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey,
Robot Wars.
Robot Wars.
Here's a fun fact, dude. You guys know Abraham Lincoln was black?
What?
Oh, I guess you guys didn't know.
Abraham Lincoln?
Wait a minute.
Whoa. You guys didn't know this?
No.
Oh,
I haven't heard
shit.
that.
Hey, bruh.
His dad was black.
No. Really?
Oh, really?
He was a slave, yeah.
That's wild.
His dad?
Yeah.
No way.
That is-
Where'd you hear this?
Like it's
It's-
biological, right?
Yeah, they did
But they
DNA
didn't let anybody
sample.
know? Oh, I like that.
Yeah, his mom kind of did the fanciness, the fancy dance
Ooh, I like
with
that.
her help.
fancy dance.
Ooh, yeah.
George, I fucking love it.
Oh, man.
I fucking love
Yeah,
it.
that's actually the first black president. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So it wasn't the 44th. She lied, dude. Debunked.
She's wrong.
She's wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
Good thing that she's
That's okay.
gone.
But she did predict
Hey, you know what?
Robot Wars.
Who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
I mean, was it?
Oh, damn it.
No, I don't know the name of them, but there was other presidents before the quote-unquote the first president.
Yeah, but they were there for longer. They were more like a king type of thing.
No, it was like there were presidents, and I think there was I don't want to say a black.
Before they came up with terms?
Shit, dude. I guess I should have facts and shit. But this is a completely
Slacker.
random, fun fact.
Tidbit. Random tidbit.
But
I'm gonna have to fact check that now.
That's actually an interesting point because the other day I was talking to this one gal, which was really attractive chick. Man.
Really?
Fuck.
How could you have such a
Explain her
conversation?
It's
to me.
amazing.
I want to know.
However, she was a history major, and we're they're fantabulous, bro. But the thing was I was asking, I go, she was a history major and she was going to UCLA and she was I think on her last year. But the thing was I go history, I go, that's all basically a perception of the individual writing it, right?
Absolutely.
And obviously
for sure.
curated by the individuals that wanted to put out the books.
Uh-huh.
And you guys obviously have known all the stuff that all the history books are rewritten and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's funny. That's fucked up. That's pretty damn
Absolutely.
fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Because things get changed all the time.
And it's obviously to benefit whatever system is in place now.
Sure.
Right?
Well, I think I read somewhere that it only takes 3 generations to get people to believe a lie.
Oh no shit! Really?
3 generations.
That makes sense.
It's the generation. So it's the generation that is taught the lie,
They
then
pass
is
it on.
raised to teach the lie, and then the generation behind them does the same, and then now
Factual.
and now it's fact.
It really
it's become a
happened.
fact.
Yeah, he fought
And
a
so it only
50-foot
takes
monster.
it only takes that long, and then all of a sudden it's fact because it just becomes the status quo.
Isn't that funny, man? Because you think about here's a classic thing. We're all pretty much Hispanic here in the room.
Pretty much.
Not you, George. Don't
The
lie.
whitest guy.
Don't lie.
Kind of.
We're pretty much
hey,
all
¿qué
Hispanic here.
Hey,
But you guys have all heard, right? All heard
Machete.
you guys always heard, oh, el viento me dio, right? Or like the wind will hit me, I'm gonna get sick.
oh
What the fuck is that all about? Jesus Christ! But
man.
people believe that shit.
Hey, after you take a shower, man, your hair's all wet and shit.
Yeah.
The wind hits you.
You better put on your fucking sandals.
And then the next day, sore throat,
Oh my
stuffy
god!
nose.
andes descalzo
No
en la
te-
cocina.
Ni tengo 7-Up.
Así te grita tu mamá.
But going back really to that, it's funny because that's passed on generation by generation by generation by generation by generation.
Over and over.
And it's like people believe that shit.
Yeah,
and it's
they buy into it.
That is trippy, man.
Yeah. My parents told me that I better stop making that face. The whole.
Stop
have you ever heard that?
Skim flute.
Yeah.
Stop making that face or it's going to get stuck like that.
Yeah.
And so I'll be like, stop making that face. It's going to stay like that. Like,
Oh,
It's
man.
gonna stay like
Why stop masturbating? You're going to go blind?
hairy palms.
Guess I'll
what
never
is
see the
that
light
all
of day.
about? Hairy
Where did
palms.
that
What
come
the-
out from,
Dude, is that like the beginning of Rogaine? Or is there a secret in semen?
Dude, I'm living proof, baby. I'm living proof as I breathe in. Oh,
Damn.
Whoa.
what's going on with the alien voice?
What's going on right there?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Carry on, gentlemen. Carry
Carry
on.
on.
Carry on.
But interesting though. But things that we end up believing just because our parents tell us this shit, you know, makes you think religion.
Yeah.
How far has religion gone? How far has religion gone in this matter? Political system.
Well, yeah. They said that the Bible has been rewritten and rewritten and rewritten.
Well, how many different languages is this thing,
And
dude?
yeah,
Like, get outta here.
translated over and over and
Yeah.
over and over.
Right.
Again. Something's gonna get lost.
And
in
the King
fucking
James version
translation.
is the best one. And it's
Yeah,
like, why? Because it
yeah,
has the stuff you
dude.
like.
I mean,
like, get out of here.
King
just-
Jaime.
King James.
King hummus.
King
Hummus.
Hams.
Oh, hummus sounds good right now.
Hams.
Damn it, I'm hungry again. Fuck.
God damn it, Jason. What have we told you about eating before the show, dude? Come on,
I
bro.
forgot, man. I had like a cupcake, but it wasn't enough.
It didn't satisfy me at all in any way, shape, or form.
Angel.
Talking about satisfaction.
Angel.
Speaking of satisfaction.
Show me.
I actually wanted to get into it when you were talking about Robot Wars, but I missed my window. So it's a good
you
time to bring it
son
up
of
now
a
that we're
bitch.
talking about satisfaction. I
Alright.
don't necessarily have an article to share because there's a shit ton of them that I could share. But I did see something very interesting this week, and I kind of wanted to talk about it.
Okay.
So, have you guys seen, the creation of what is called like a sex robot?
A sick robot or a sex robot?
A sex robot.
Whoa.
Alright, well-
Sex bot.
No, actually, not really. I've heard about a bunch of stuff coming out of
Have you-
Japan and stuff like it looks like a human.
Ah.
Right? Are we talking like it looks like a human?
We can talk about anything, really. Like,
Yeah.
there's quite a bit of technology out there
Oh,
right
okay.
now that's essentially doing this
So,
job.
Yes, I have seen sex robots. No, I'm not a pervert. A little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe
look
a
up
little
its
bit.
skirt?
Maybe.
But
All right,
yeah.
hold on. Admit to this.
Admit it.
Yeah.
Dre's like,
It's funny. Have you guys like when you were a kid or someone and
Okay.
someone handed you a fucking little Barbie, like you little girls playing with
Oh.
the Barbie and shit? Did you not look up its skirt and shit?
Every
man, I used
time.
to like with. Nah, I'm not gonna.
I just
60% of the
I used to
time.
cop a little field ski with my
I did it
thumb,
every
like,
time.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
What's up,
it look
girl?
like underneath these
Nothing
clothes?
wrong with that.
That's the beginning of the sex robot.
Or the mannequin at JCPenney.
Oh.
No? Just me?
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
all right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nice.
My
But
bad.
that was the introduction of the sex robot into our psyche, man.
Yeah,
little dolls,
true,
little
true.
Barbie dolls.
Mannequins.
So why not?
Mannequins. No, dude, I'm like floored seeing what is going into the technology
Right.
on this front. Because one of the videos that that I happened to stumble
mean-
upon
Oh.
whilst researching
nice.
the
Nice.
topic, of
Yeah.
course, because
Good
I
research,
would not
Good research.
Of course.
otherwise have seen this had I not been doing some research. No, there's apparently there's a machine that you can attach a fleshlight to, whatever size that you want, and it's an arm just like this mic stand that I see right here, and there's a motor attached to it, and the thing basically,
Whoa, whoa,
Up and
whoa,
down.
whoa.
exactly.
Up and
Hey,
down,
you heard
up
it.
and
You heard
down.
it. So it does this right now. Now, what they've done also is that they've paired it with VR technology, so you can go ahead and put on a set of headphones. You can put on some VR goggles,
Right.
and then what they've done is synced the motions of this
of course.
robot with what is going on
In the video.
in the
That
VR.
is so fucking crazy.
And
dude.
my dude, it just it blew me away because
Literally.
number one,
So you were the individual in this video.
just number one, holy shit, I'm down. Number one. Number two,
No.
what is this gonna do to the social aspect between men and women or just people in general, what is it going to do now?
Check this out. Now we have to go to Japan, right?
All right, let's go.
This place is like the fucking capital for this stuff, right?
Of all this kinky stuff.
I was talking to this one dude.
Yeah.
I could have swore we had this conversation maybe the last show, but then again, I don't
think so.
There's many episodes.
Let's pretend we didn't. Go on.
So there's one dude. He was a photographer. He just came back from Japan, and he was like, "Hey, really cool guy." So I was chit-chatting with him, and he's like, "We're talking about birth rates, right?"
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "Fuck, dude, it's like Japan is." Their population is around in the 50 range, right?
Okay.
He goes, it's fucking pretty creepy over there. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, look, I can literally, leave my hotel room. I can go out for the night and get a bite to eat, just hang out, blah, blah, blah. And I can literally walk through crowds of people and never interact with anyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right? He goes, it's all vending machines.
Yeah.
It's all blah, blah, blah. The serve you comes out, the food comes out of a slot.
Yep. There's
Whatever.
no servers anymore. It's just
right,
like a rotating
yeah.
belt.
Right.
Yeah.
So then he's like, I'm like, whoa, that's fucking pretty deep, man. I go, so obviously technology is really deep in that culture, but the thing that really kind of made me retake is he goes, dude, I literally see kindergarten schools and elementary schools closed down because there's no kids in the fucking population.
Wow.
And I'm like, whoa, that's even deeper.
That's pretty deep.
Wait a minute.
So that makes
in the entire population of the city.
Well, I mean, just imagine, obviously, here in Texas, like every fucking kindergarten place, they all every school facility that we've ever come across has, little
ones, children, little kids.
But you mean students? Yeah.
Sorry, if you want to call them that.
You mean children?
Babysitters.
Children.
So these places are closed down. He goes, they're just vacant. They're just closed down.
Wow.
And I'm like, he goes, there's no kids. And it's like, whoa. And that's funny because it dovetails to a lot of people that I've been talking to lately. And they're like, they just don't have kids, or they just, like myself, I only have one kid, right?
Right.
So, I talked to this other guy today. He goes, yeah, I have 2 kids, but he goes, but I came from a family of like 8 people, right? And that family above then had like 12. And even my in-laws have had dozens and kids, and but it's like, it's definitely changing.
Sure.
Right? And now the sex robot thing is what the fuck, dude?
I'm saying, dude.
Humans are dead, bro.
Well, as it was, we always talk about technology, like social media and things like that, kind of crippling, everybody's ability to socialize, face to face, right? So it's kind of crippling that already. And now you're taking this kind of exit to where you don't have to. I no longer have to.
I don't know.
I don't have to associate with anybody really. I can stay in the comfort of my own home, and I can do this from here. I can have anything brought to my home anytime I want. I can order it from this app. Yeah, I have to pay a little bit more for it. Okay, but so what? You can have it fucking brought to your doorstep, whatever you want. And now you've got this thing that will fuck you at home.
I'm never leaving home
whenever
again.
you
I got my
want.
video game,
But wait.
It essentially milks you.
Gentlemen, we've always had this thing at home that could fuck us.
Oh, really?
I use it almost every single day.
Tell me about it in detail.
And I just need a couple of whacks, and I'm done.
No, all right.
Coconut oil.
It's kept me from making mistakes with ugly chicks. It's kept me from making stupid decisions.
Nice.
It's kept me from being gay. It's kept me from getting bitches pregnant. I mean, trust me, dog.
Surefire.
You whack off before that date, and then you'll see the whole night
Wham.
different.
Damn.
Back to you.
Dude,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that.
Thank you
public
so much.
announcement, Dre.
Public announcement.
But isn't that
from
funny?
Dre.
Isn't he just said something really funny, which was not the whole thing, but the last part.
Oh.
Which is you think different when you shoot your load.
Oh,
Isn't that
yeah,
funny?
yeah, that's
Isn't
true.
that funny?
That's true. It is
because
true.
you get super.
The moment has
obsessed.
passed.
You get that. You get super
Yeah.
obsessed. Isn't that that point where everybody says, "Oh, I just rolled over. I got a sandwich or whatever the fuck it was." Right?
Jason definitely said that.
Oh yeah.
Right? With extra mayo. But that when they say dickhead, they really are thinking with the other brain, right? I mean, males do think that way,
yeah.
and we're there's a level of obsession What the fuck? Someone's calling.
Uh-oh. Somebody tried calling in.
Ipkiss is trying to call.
Ipkiss.
Oh.
it's probably.
He wanted to ring in, man.
Ipkiss.
You want me
What's
to pick it
going-
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Dre, I don't mean to alarm you, but there's a spider climbing on your fan. It's like on the back of your fan right now. It literally just dropped down from the top. and
Hello?
it's on the back of your fan.
Hello?
It's just a spider, bro. It's okay.
Oh, no, he's not picking up. What's going on?
Flip your fan, yo.
I don't play spider games.
Nah, that's fine. Hey!
Hey, everybody. This is
It's the
Ipkiss.
Unabomber.
It's Ipkiss from the Hot Box right here. What's up? What's going on, man?
Hot box.
Hey, we can't hear you, dude.
Oh, why not?
Hey,
Oh,
speak up
hold
for
on,
yourself.
Hold on. We can't hear you, dude. Technical difficulties.
Why can't we hear him?
I don't know. Hey, what's going
Oh,
on?
no,
Yeah.
I can't hear her.
Oh, he's so nice.
Oh, no. I no can hear nothing,
Yeah,
man. Hey, what's going on?
¿Qué pasó? Why are you showing your junk,
Tu
bro?
micrófono no sirve, gay. Hey, brother.
Gay.
¿Qué pasó, hombre?
Come on, brother.
No, pues no te podemos oír, carajo.
We can't hear shit. We can't hear shit.
I think that's...
Oh.
What the fuck is that?
Are they, where's
Where
that?
are they? Oh,
Is
they're
that the
just
red room?
Walking down the... Oh, yeah.
Oh, they just passed by the red room in Maywood? Hey.
Maywood, Texas.
Hey, Maywood, Texas.
Hey,
There you go.
can you hear us? Hey. Ipkiss.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, stop showing me your junk, dude.
I don't know what's going on. We can't hear you, dude.
Oh, man, I can't
You're
hear
on
shit,
live.
bro. This sounds...
You're on live.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
well,
Dre,
you
hey,
know
Dre.
what? It cut,
Let's
man.
kill that, bro.
That
Let's
was-
kill that.
that
That
was
sounds
loud.
terrible.
That was crazy.
Oh,
He just
crazy.
called.
That was
'cause
tough.
I think he was all fucked
that was
up.
tough.
And That's, that's it.
Yeah, that was
Everybody that doesn't know, that's Ipkiss from the Hot Box, man, on the Super Audio Network.
He's our
family right here.
He's our reporter on the live on
Yeah.
the street, but without a microphone,
Live from the Red Room.
or not using the proper microphone.
Yeah.
The sound less microphone.
No, but dude, what were we were talking about? Oh, the sex toys. Okay, so yeah, as far as a social aspect, man, yeah, definitely. People never really have to leave their home again. They never have
Dude,
to
don't-
interact with anybody.
Don't
Ever.
people need like I don't know like
They don't need.
like isn't there like a need of a personality behind the machine like
And
what I'm
if
trying to say like
I
don't know.
predict that eventually it'll get to that point.
Right.
Technology's gonna get to a point, kind of like that movie. What was it with what's her face? Scarlett Johansson, where she's a computer and
She?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And she gets to know you really well.
Yeah,
And she's like
so
perfect
she's
for
like
you.
an
and
AI, and she
Yeah.
has her own personality.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So I think
Yep.
eventually technology will get to that point, and then then you know the human race is fucked.
Yeah. Well, and so that's where I'm right. So that's why I brought it up. It's very interesting to me to watch certain people be hermits in their homes and just decide that this is how they want it to be.
Right.
They don't care for social interaction. Like we care for it, right?
Right.
We're a dying breed. Like we enjoy this kind of thing, being in the same room with one another and you know, sharing a message, if you will.
Say hello.
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 Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Who's this?
Hey. Who's this?
Oh,
Who's this?
shit.
Who's
Oh,
this
shit.
calling in right
Hey
now?
man, you calling us? What's going on?
Hey man, you calling my house?
Huh?
I was calling the Gaia Network.
oh damn you've called to the representative of the Guy Network. How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's
I'm
up,
looking
baby?
I'm looking for a.
I already know who this is, man.
Balboa?
Only one person knows about the Gaia Network.
Hey,
Either
man, how's it going, guys?
either you're on the show,
Ah.
meaning you're from another planet, or
This is Mr. Reyes calling us from the Yukon.
From the Yukon, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Yeah, man,
Uh-oh.
I'm in
That's-
Alaska now, man. How you guys doing?
Oh shit, you're in Alaska? What the fuck? Holy
yeah,
fuck.
Man. How you guys doing? I thought you guys were dead in the water. I didn't know you guys were still on.
Ah,
damn.
we've been revived.
Yeah. We have come back stronger. We will fucking destroy
Man, I just wanted to call in and say hi, man.
Oh, well,
what's
thank
up,
you.
dude?
Thanks,
we really
Trini.
appreciate it,
thanks,
man.
brother.
Hey, dude.
Thank you so much,
We miss you,
Trinidad.
man. We need you to come back on the show anytime soon, man.
Just hit me up, man. You guys know how to reach me.
Bring
I'll hit you up, bro.
skin a bear for me, dude, a grizzly. Right?
Oh, Mr. Ducarino. Yeah,
Grizzlies.
There you go. Oh, dude. Yeah, he's awesome.
Hey,
Thanks, dude.
Thanks for the call, man.
Trini.
We
Thanks
really
for the call,
appreciate it,
bud.
man.
All right, no, later, bye.
Take care.
All right. Well,
Wow, that's a voice I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, I was like,
feels good.
Gaia. I was like,
Yeah.
that sounded familiar.
it feels good.
All right, guys, this pretty much is about the end of an amazing moment in time. A moment that has never been ever experienced
The end
in
of
quite
Jag
the same
Radio?
way.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you think that?
The episode, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, thanks.
Do you think that old lady would have predicted that this was the end?
Check it out. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, we're gonna change our name to the JAG Cast. So
right.
Look us up
Jackass.
on Facebook. We're gonna set that up soon. Also on Twitter, we're gonna rename everything the JAG Cast. We're not JAG Radio anymore. We are the JAG Cast.
Wow.
So tune in, and then we're gonna set up a website very, very soon.
Right.
Coming 2019.
Yeah, 2019. And we're gonna upload all our information, and all for you guys because we fucking love you. That's why.
Damn, dude, I like that.
We fucking love you.
Sure.
So there.
Not like an AI robot, but like a humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, be good.
Thanks, guys.
And that's it, right? I guess. Well, where's our exit music?
Oh,
man?
yeah,
I'm
what
just
happened
kind
to
of
Come
like,
on, bro.
Damn,
I'm
Mr.
trying to
Producer.
moonwalk in this bitch, and I don't got no music, dude. What's cracking, cousin?
Hey, are you guys gonna come up with a new intro, outro for your new shit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna
You
come
have
up with
to.
a.
Already working on it.
Oh yeah, we're already
Don't
working on
trip.
We're just gonna splice the in the
Jackass in full effect.
the Jackass. Thanks, guys.
I love you.